All right, saying I'm live. Just make sure, waiting for everything to connect when I can see that YouTube's actually working. Facebook is working. That's someone I know, she's hunky-dory. All right, sound's coming through. It's good to go, guys. I'll get cooking with it. Ronald Osborne here, founder of Osborne Digital Marketing. Who am I? I've gone out there and ranked a ton of different keywords in a ton of competitive niches for the SEO terms. If you don't believe me, just go out there and look at the roofing SEO videos I've made, the local SEO videos, plumbing SEO, chiropractor SEO, you name it. I've been up the top for all those terms in the US as well. What I'm going to show you today is I'm going to show you how you can build 10,000 highly relevant backlinks. Now, 10,000 is something you can do. I like saying 10,000 because realistically your conversion rate, it's going to sit around the 1% if you just try to be nice and make friends, and 5 to 10% if you incentivize the individuals to set a link up for you. So what I'm going to do is, if you have any questions or anything like that, just throw them in the chat as we progress through. I'm going to show you how to use this local link prospector tool that I've built. Now, this is a sub version of my main tool that runs off several different APIs. And as you've seen through my videos, I show dozens of tools like this. So I'm going to show you how you can get it. All you'll need to do, if you're watching this video, go into the description for wherever you're watching this from. And what you'll need to do is you just click on my website, go over to Osborne Digital Marketing, and go get my free marketing checklist. Like, click that and it's going to take you to this. Okay. So you're going to be able to get all of these checklists. Like, if you want to extract someone's sitemap, do that. Look at that. You can also create a content strategy for that as well. You're welcome. GBP optimization, my on-page optimization checklist, like everything you need. Link velocity calculator, free backlink checker, by the way. Enjoy. Backlink monitors in there. Keyword rank checker, SEO citation scraper, Google Maps competitor finder, Reddit scraper. Maybe you want to scrape Reddit. Maybe you want to go after Reddit and try and put some terms on there. You can do all of that. Here's your local SEO prospector. This is what you need. Now, maybe you want to find some clients as well. Go and get that one while you're there. You're welcome. So all you'll need to do is come down, get this. This is how you get it. Sheet's very, very easy to use. Now, I'll explain how to set it up at the end because it will just take a minute, but it's not something that's difficult to do. So what we're going to do right now is I'm going to show you the type of results you're going to get from it. The way this works is essentially I've built this to go onto Google, enter a few search queries, so create a broader parameter that will help then pull down relevant results to us. The reason this is extremely beneficial is because you start to get local prospects that are a lot more relevant to you and your niche. Because I guarantee you, I'll tell you a massive secret, if you get dozens of links from local sources, even though the IP of the website might be in LA and you're in Fort Lauderdale, you're trying to rank something in Fort Lauderdale near Osborne Digital Marketing as an example. Okay, the IP location doesn't really matter. It's the fact that the website's talking about Fort Lauderdale, it's talking about Miami, it's talking about all of these additional locations. If you get dozens of links where Google is ranking these websites for that geographical location and the niche you're in, man, you're looking at a massive boost on the maps and locally. So this is the type of stuff that you'll get. And this is just from a minimal results run. So going through this template, super easy. And again, you get this and results. I'll show you how it all works. Like, it's super simple. Let's say I work with a lot of roofers. You know, maybe you work with HVAC, electricians, legal, personal injury lawyers, whatever it may be, dental, moving services, pest control. Maybe you work with a couple of med spas. Now, if you come over to the industry database, this has basically all of the industries. Now, it does have a lot of subcategories, so it captures a lot of data. So it's not just, as an example, if you were to look for floors, you know, backlinks in the flooring space, it's kind of difficult to do that because even though individuals that lay floors are common, getting backlinks in those spaces is hard. but there's no shortage of individuals that have HVAC websites, HVAC PBNs that are willing to give you links. So this is how you can go about acquiring a lot of links. It's not that hard, but that's why it's structured in this way, because these are the people I've worked with. These are the industries that I work across now. These are the industries that I own companies in. So these are the types of things that I want to be going after. Now, again, if you're a part of my community, I'll show you how to build your own. So if you want to go after someone more unique, join the community. Jump over the Facebook group and you can ask me directly. Jump into here, the Facebook group. This one right here. Link to this is on the sheet. It's right here. Come have a chat. Ask me questions. Ask me how to build it. I'll explain my tips and steps in there, but for some reason, people are afraid to ask questions. Don't be. So we're going to go back onto the Link Prospector tool. We're going to do roofing, because again, I work with a lot of roofers. I'm going to leave it as Miami. Again, you can put it as Fort Lauderdale if you want. You can put it as Tampa. Let's just change it to Tampa. The only thing you need to remember when you're using this tool is just make sure that the location, the city that you're going after, is capitalized. So if I were to do Fort Lauderdale, you want to make sure that the Fort Lauderdale is actually capital F and space and a capital L for Lauderdale. Very important. Then with the state, it says optional, but put the state. Like honestly, it's a lot better if you have the state. So just put FL, the abbreviations of it. You can see the advisory range here. So I'll zoom in a little bit so it's a little bit more legible for everyone. You can see that the advisory range here is like 50 to 200 for the organic results. Look, you can do up to 1,000. So do 10 runs of this and there's all your leads. Same with the local pack limit. The 100 is advisory. Like I wouldn't go more than that, but the maps results, 200, 300, 400, 500, go nuts, whatever you want. So for me, just because this is a demo, I'm going to show you, I'm just going to leave it as 100. Going to leave the map packs 50. I'm going to leave the local pack, and the maps as 100. Now, you can tick these off if you don't want them. So maybe you're looking at generating leads. Maybe you really want to be really focused when it comes to trying to reach out to individuals. Now, I guarantee you, again, I'll drop another nugget. That's why you got to hang around, guys, because I keep dropping nuggets throughout. If you have the phone numbers of these individuals, now, if you can, again, incentivize them, the likelihood of them giving you a link drastically goes up. Like I'm telling you, if you're desperate, you're like, shit, I need to build 10 local links. I've got $1,000 to spend. I promise you. Pick up the phone, start dialing, and reach out to people. I guarantee you, you'll find 10 spots for the links. I guarantee you. I've done it. I've been desperate and I've had to do that. And it works. Getting on the phone with someone and explaining what you want and how you're willing to compensate that individual, super beneficial. Sorry guys, voice is going on me. On meetings all day, it's killing me. All right, so you can turn them off and on. Just leave them as yes. You don't want to be turning off. And you're going to have a status estimation down here of how much it's cost for you as well. Again, I'll show you how to set up the sheet with the API and everything later. So we're going to run it. Super simple. Come up to the top, find local links. Boom. Now, like I said before, what am I looking for when I'm trying to get relevant local backlinks? When I'm trying to find backlinks, the biggest thing I want to look for is relevancy. Okay. The reason I have it as a geo-specific setup is because it's extremely relevant. If you have a look at a backlink profile of someone that's doing exceptionally well, that's been around for some years, there's something that I always noticed is that they have a lot of links. Like one, they've got age. Okay, yeah, they've got age. That is important to Google. But something you'll notice too is that these individuals have a lot of local style links from a lot of local places. Maybe they took their employees out for a meal at some restaurant, Chili's or something like this. They put up a post about it. They did something. There's a nice cheeky little link across to the website. These guys came down. They did this. Perhaps They brought in the residents to a special restaurant. They've been doing that every Friday for the last 10 years. These are the types of things that people will talk about maybe on their website, talk about it socially. And essentially what that does is it starts to build the links. It starts to build those mentions, again, locally. So I'll just draw your attention to the screen. We've found 264 unique local link prospects. Okay. Now it's saying estimated 88 cents. This is normally double in price. Okay. So with the API, you're looking around about 40 cents, something like that. So let's go to the results. Now, what this does, it does pull in the position for you. So it'll pull in the position. If it's the organic, obviously it's not getting you the phone number. For my sheet, it scrapes it. So it doesn't actually, like, it takes a little bit longer. You've then got to go through and tick who you want it to scrape, but it will scrape it and get the emails and phone data for you all in the sheets. Reason for that is I got really pissed off. It would have been like halfway through last year. AppSumo, like I start working with one tool and then all of a sudden they cancel. Like I go to log in, I'm like, strange. It's not allowing me to log in. Try and log in again. Strange. It's just that website's dead. Flick off an email. Like it's just weird and retarded. And then you find out that like all of these SOPs that you've built your business around was on these LTD tools and now they're just not even supported. Man, that pissed me off. So I was like, all right, how can I integrate this with Google Sheets? It took me months and months and months and thousands of dollars, but we figured it out. It's done. So that's how I run it. Now with this, you can do that. You can incorporate this into the sheets. Again, I'll teach you how to do that if you want. When you're a part of my group, I'm not giving away those secrets for free, guys. They cost me thousands and thousands of dollars to learn. But I will show you how to build this stuff. And then if we come down, this is all the maps data as well. So if I was trying to find backlinks and I'm a roofer. Now, if I'm a roofer in Miami, trying to get a backlink from a roofer in Miami, it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard unless they're my mate. So I like to go slightly further away where those individuals will never compete with me. They'll never compete with me. Someone from Tampa, the likelihood that they're going to compete with me in Miami is drastically low. The likelihood is what, maybe 5% chance. 5% chance. So when you speak with these individuals, you give them a call. Hey, I saw that you're doing this. I'm working with a marketing agency. I've got a client. I want to build backlinks for them. You've got an awesome website, but it would be good if you could put up a blog. That might be able to get you more traffic, which will get you more leads. All I ask is that we put a link from that blog onto my website. You cool with that, mate? That's all you need to do. Like I said, if the incentive is there for these individuals, your conversion rate drastically goes up. You know, like that's the biggest thing you'll see. If you try and, I don't know what everyone's saying about now when it comes to backlink building, but it's still the same shit as it was like 15 years ago, God. Like it's 15 years ago, it was the same thing. Do outreach. It's how it's always been. I want something from this individual. I'll contact that individual and try and get it. There's no like real craziness to it. This thing just makes your life easier. All the data's pulled into here for you. I'm not reinventing the wheel. I'm just improving an inefficient process. That's what I'm good at. So that's all this does for you. Get on the phone with these guys. Now, as an example, let's say, like I'll give you a few more tips and tricks on how to find some businesses. And if you got questions, guys, ask away. Ask away in the chat because I'll answer them before I jump off. But when you are trying to find backlinks, the biggest thing I would say is if you're working with a local business, keep it local. If it's me, what I'm going to do, so again, let's say I'm working with a roofer in Miami. Okay, let's say that's what I'm doing. I'm not going to go after Miami. I'm going to go after maybe Fort Lauderdale. Now, I'll also change it, try and get a link from a roofer up there, 40 minutes away, probably not going to happen. Maybe I will. Again, if the incentive is right and it's viable for your business, like it makes sense to buy a $100, $150 link. Now, when it comes to trying to get links locally, I find if you're a roofer, getting a link from a construction company in Miami is of the same quality as getting a link from a roofer in a different city. Get what I'm saying? So that's a great way that you can find backlinks. Now, the setting up of this sheet, super simple. Like, it's not hard at all. I'm obviously not going to show this because it's my setup, but you'll come across to the copy of the local backlink finder. This is what you'll get when you go over Osborne Digital Marketing, get the sheet, and you'll scroll, go here. It'll take you to the free checklist, scroll down, and it's this one, local SEO prospector. Okay, so this is the one that's going to be opened up for you. This is what you need. So when you go back to this, you'll go to the setup instruction tab. Okay, it's going to look like this for you. Now, all you need to do is do data for SEO. I'll put a link on here. It'll link you across to the main thing. Please try and use this link. I know it's an affiliate link. I know that might seem, he's trying to make an extra few bucks. The thing is, guys, these guys, Data for SEO, give us $1 credit. Okay? I'd love to be able to reach out to, I forget who he was, the founder, maybe Christian. I'm probably butchering it. Sorry, bro. Nathan, something like that. You reached out to me on LinkedIn. I can't remember your name. Sorry, bro. But I want to be able, guys, to say, listen, I've sent over 50, 100 people via the affiliate link with my legendary supporters. Can we please have a little bit more credit? Maybe $2. So then that way you guys can do more for free. That's my objective with this. But if you don't go through my link, you're just another sign up to them. And I can't sit there and be like, hey, I've brought 50 people to your website, to your product. Can we please look after them and give them an extra couple of bucks of credit? They're not going to say no to that. So that's why I'll put the link here. I will put the affiliate link here. I'll go grab it right now so it's actually there. But please use this link, because what it will do right here, this one, is it's going to make sure that these guys actually see that we're sending over a heap of people, and they're going to be able to go, okay, you guys send over a few people, let's look after your team. That's all you want to do. That'd be sick if we could actually do that. That would be absolutely awesome. So yeah, use that link. Again, it's still the same rates. It's still the same as everything if you use that link. It just ties in as linked to my account so I can negotiate more. All you'll need to do is put in your email in here, and then you'll get an API key. Guys, like if you're a 90-year-old and you're looking at SEOing for your grandson before you leave this wonderful earth that God has given us, and you're like, I'm going to set this up before I depart, super easy. Don't be nervous about setting this up. The API, as soon as you sign up with Data for SEO, they're going to give you the API. And just put that right here. Email, API. That's it. Now the sheet is live. Come back over to the link prospector. Put in what industry that you want to go after. Links that you want to get. Marketing, web design, photography, fitness, hotels, med spas, saloons, whatever you're going after. It's super, super easy. Okay, it's not hard at all. It's not hard at all. The only thing I would say to just be careful, like don't play with this, because as you will see from the two columns, there's unique prompting that gets used with the API to ensure we get more relevant results. Like you'll notice from the results, there's not a lot of like bullshit. There's not a lot of parasite SEO stuff. There's not a lot of that, and that was... Google can't even filter their shit out. We have to do it for them. But you'll notice that there's like not a lot of bullshit. There's not a lot of unrelevant links. So you're not going to waste your time, because that's the biggest problem when it comes to prospecting is you'll scrape things and the list is just horse shit. And then you've got to go through. So make sure you don't muck around with this. All right, because if you change this, it can actually ruin it a little bit, because it relies off this, and other prompts we've built into the back end of the sheet. So that's pretty much that. But yeah, guys, if you have any questions, ask away now and I'll answer them. But apart from that, it's pretty much time, baby, and we'll call it a day. This is a nice quickie. All right. Look,